ISP, and then like they told me, yeah, you have issues with your internet. I'm like, yeah, no shit, that's why I'm calling.
Sir.
Okay, but like, did you do this and that? Of course I already tried this and that. And then they're like, okay, we'll contact like a technician to call you. Then the technician calls me, as in they pretend to call me and then just tell me that they couldn't reach me. Then I call them again. Then they say like, yeah, the technician called you and couldn't reach you. I'm like, well, they didn't fucking actually do it. And then they put down like another ticket telling me like, yeah, they're gonna contact their technicians to call me again. And they still didn't fucking call me. I'm gonna call them. I mean, tomorrow's fucking fire talk, right? Why are ISPs such cancer? They deal with like every single one of them, even like the quotation mark good ones are still like cancer to deal with. Holy shit, dude. At this point, I'm just hoping they're fixing it until Fang's a Bustakarn. Like, this is driving me mad. Sorry. I kind of want to just like rage call them right now, like not even kidding. It's swearing it out. After I called them last time, I feel like somebody reset my router like 3 times in a row and didn't have the internet. Like I had like 4 or 5 disconnects like back to back. And then it probably pretended like everything is fine or some shit like that, and then they just ignored it after that. I don't fucking know, man, like... It's so retarded. Why is my mutated scales down here? Hello? Level 1 support on the phone, yeah. Oh well, oh well, oh well, okay, let's calm down. Temple Opposure. That's where you go, because you want to get a shrine in here. That's basically all you care about in here. Unless you want to get the new monster frequent from Ramzul. We're kind of trying to balance energy regen by putting 1 point here, 1 point here to get more damage, but also it's gonna cost me more energy to use it. And 1 point down here, which just gives me like flat damage that doesn't cost any additional energy. The last point could also probably go into just like the mastery bar. You kind of want to put like 1 point into your mastery bar at least at every level. At least early to mid game, but I didn't really like put so many points into the mastery bar now that I went all the way to Reckoning that I probably have like enough points down here, like enough HP for a little longer. Stream to win. I mean, then I don't get disconnects. If the character says so, it must be true. Wee. Holy shit, this damage is bad. Yikes. Like, it's not even veteran, right? It's fucking normal. Legendary ZDPS build, yeah, it seems like it is. Hold on, I have this now. I'm level 20 plus. Is it better? It's better. Not great, but better. You're walking, Wickman. You've never seen me with a samurai hair tail? What? I've had this for like the last almost like 10 years, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. I've always had it, well, like not always, but ever since I streamed Grim Dawn at least. used to see it more loose. Wait, what? Maybe the bun was like a little lower and the hair in the bun wasn't as much as it is right now. I don't know. That might be true. Like the position of my bun along the back of my head might have been changed a little, yeah. But that's pretty much the only change, really. Wee. The nameless hero in Gothic kind of looks like me. Maybe. They must have seen my stream and be like, oh yeah, this is the perfect character for our game, right? Surely. I could play Wildcard and Decapitator. It kind of fits the lightning style that I'm going for. Everything else is bad anyway that I have here, right? This one is not bad either, actually. Thunderstruck of Alacrity, pretty good.
Well spent.
3, 9.
Gotta be more scrap metal.
I can't make another flint though. To be able to dual wield, we need to be respected with these guys, which means we need to like do Act 2. Ay, this is all kind of scuffed, not gonna lie. If you pay, will you let your hair become all greasy and unkept like Asmon? I mean, there's a price for everything. Let's be real. There's a price for everything.
Back when Gothic 1 released, we used all the stuff the heroes said, so we just went up to our teachers and asked, "Hey dude, was kannst du mir beibringen?" Good times.
Hey du, was kannst du mir beibringen? Ja, classic Gothic dialogue. Hey you, what can you teach me? I legit thought that like it could be also like a cool idea to have some kind of like Gothic style progression in a way, in like an ARPG. Like you have to like, you know, level up, but then to learn like certain techniques or skills or masteries even, you go to certain NPCs in the world and only
Price
after
for
like...
skipping teeth hygiene and losing them. Bucken bottle pardon me.
Pardon me, what? Then like, you know, like you need to like earn your respect with them first, and then only then they can like teach you to become like a, you know, Nightblade or whatever. So say like you are the nameless hero by default, and you are some like garbage class by default, or like not even any class. And then only if you like gain the respect of like certain people somewhere in the world, then you can become like an Oathkeeper or you can become like a Berserker and so on. You're real high, man. Dang, man. How high are we talking?
Let's take a look, shall we?
Honestly, sand claw slicers are also huge, dude. Huge.
Goodbye for now.
With the points and rebuke, and the attack speed and presence of virtue, and the flat fuzz and presence of virtue. You can even like 1 point add judgment on top if you want to. Dude, I wish you could cast judgment while spinning. That would be sick. Because now you can at least cast Warcry while spinning. And also Bone Chilling Cry from Berserker while spinning. Imagine you could cast like several skills while spinning. Like say imagine you could cast like OFF while spinning, or cooldown Ketter's Tempest while spinning, or well, like Judgment while spinning, or Ring of Steel while spinning. That would be so nice. Aether Ray while spinning. That would be hilarious at least. Let's grab the waypoint here first. Then go back to this one side area with the ghost. Over here. Yo, old dear, welcome, welcome. First time dabbling to Chrome Dawn, got experience with PoE in Diablo and other RPGs. Wanna go SSF? Any recommendations? I mean, that's perfectly viable. You can also just play whatever you think looks cool for quite a while. That should also work. But if you want to be like more safe than sorry, I mean, you can respec everything though for a reasonable price. But if you don't want to bother respecing all too much, you can check out any of the beginner videos that I just linked to you basically right now. Grim Dawn is rather forgiving when it comes to respecing. Generally saying. This will not have any energy regen, right? Which is a bit of a bummer. Where's my regen? 28 goes down to 24. Oof. It's still kinda nice though. Demonic of Psyche at least has some more spirit. This 200 still showed me like big damage increase, but it's not really because I can't... Like this number would be true if I could like put, I believe, like 2 of my auras on the weapon 200, but I mean obviously it doesn't work, so it's kind of scuffed. And if I can only like put 1 component on it, then I think it's about like even damage wise. I mean I wouldn't have a shield then, which obviously would make me squishier, so... Doesn't seem to be actually worth it. Hey, don't touch my corpse. Don't touch this. Still not using components in every single slot, right? What is wrong with me? Am I shitting my pants or what? Oh yeah, let's put some of this. That should help with energy quite a lot actually. Quite significantly. Blood letters of Menhir's wall, okay. But that sounds amazing. But it's like still worse than Milton's cask, right? Kinda. More HP. But resistance wise it's just a lot worse, right? Yeah, once I will be able to do a wield, damage is gonna increase, but quite significantly, I think. This is still kind of scuffed right now at this point. Also, of course, most of my damage is like physical, fire, mixed. My devotions are kind of a mess. This is all, yeah, like kind of work in progress towards lightning damage, but I'm not really lightning damage at all right now. I'm like physical fire mixed, so it's pretty scuffed
Come see what's
at this
left of
point.
my wares. Put it to good use.
Hang on, let me actually talk to NPCs here.
Serb. Serb.
serve the...
If you could use Judgment while spinning, it would be so much better. It'd be like an instant pick.
Were you? Yeah. What I've never witnessed it for myself.
When will I start my Don't Do the series where I play all of your builds? I don't know, man, you tell me. You will let me know when you make a bad build. Thanks. Why is this part hidden on the map? Makes no sense.
Well, was the Eldritch? I believe.
Greetings.
Feeling hyped to play this game again. Nice, 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 nice. Renegades of Ruin, Locust Jam, Merlin's Cloth.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Time to continue. Aaron Care, welcome on. What do you think of PoE2 right now? I didn't really have too much time to play it, or I don't really have too much time to play it, to be fair, right now. But what are your thoughts about it? Big improvement, but so many bugs. Is it more bugs than before even? Or less? Whee. Last time it was 0.1. Oh yeah, I mean, okay. Compared to 0.1, the game is definitely better. Like 0.2 and 3 already, or even 0.4, I think, made the game a lot better compared to 0.1 at least. That's for sure. I think 0.3, was it 0.3? Made the game pretty good overall. Am I going to do any Fangs of Astakar missions? Quests, you mean? Stuff? No. No. Well, not yet. Eventually I will. But today, before the expansion comes out, I will not do that, no. Let me get another shrine in here. Am I excited for the new update coming soon to Grim Dawn? I mean, it's probably gonna be like the most exciting thing I will like experience in my life, in this decade at least of my life. So yeah, you could say so. Grim Dawn 2 confirmed to not happen this decade. I mean, that's kind of obvious at this point. Which one do you like, endgame, maps, token, or Shatter Realm? Wait, what? What do you mean maps, token? You mean in Grim Dawn or in Path of Exile or? Really? This guy healed him? You're more excited for Fangs than PoE 1.0? Like PoE 2 1.0? I mean, honestly, same. If I knew PoE 2 1.0 would have like all the classes and all the weapons, I would probably be more excited about maybe even PoE 2 1.0 to be fair, but as it stands, nah. PoE 2 1.0 is not gonna be... I mean, it's gonna be more exciting than 0.5 at least for me, hopefully. But is it gonna be more exciting than Fangs of Astakarn? Definitely not. Restore some dopamine receptors before Astakarn. I would advise everybody to do that, yes. That is a good idea, generally, 100%. Will I be able to do it? I'm not sure if I can do it that much. I mean, that said, I will have actually some exams, like, end of July anyway. I have one exam, like, literally on the 23rd, So I will definitely have to reduce my Grim Dawn time before that, and then I can treat myself with Fangs of Astakarn after the exam. Why is the YouTube stream dead? Is it? I'm pretty sure there's a new one at least that should be live. I think the old one died though, yeah, because I had a DC unfortunately. I did reset it though, and the new one should work. But there are people chatting on YouTube, so I assume it's there's at least one that's live. It might not be the original one, but there is one that's live. Here's a valid question. We have to use Necromancer to get the developers to finish like Grim Dawn 2. Hopefully not, but yeah. Your dad's dead, but YouTube is fine. I could say the same for a couple of family members on my end as well, but yeah. YouTube is not dead, Grim Dawn is not dead, so hey, what more can you want in life? Rest in peace to all the dads and moms out there that are unfortunately no longer with us. No Insta, no music, no games. To be fair, I have no Insta, no music. Only studies, working Grim Dawn, and working for Grim Dawn Season 8. Anyway, in my life, there's not much otherwise. Okay, some sports as well, but just so that I keep like a basic level of fitness in a way. That's all there is pretty much. The more I hear about Instagram, the more I just feel like it's just absolute cancer to the mind and to society, maybe even as well. Or yeah, I don't know. I don't mind not using it anyway. Holy shit, I'm gay. Wait, what? Are you coming out, Naomi? I feel like social media wasn't as bad like 10 or 15 years ago. It really got like absolutely enshittified in the last like 10-ish years. Just got worse and worse and worse and worse.
UTF, does that mean make magic or something?
Make magic or something. Both shittified and eventually pulled in a lot of strange people too. It's also funny when I feel like there's so many people on social media that are in a bubble. Like obviously everybody's in a bubble in some way or form, but they are like in their bubble, and then they make content saying like, isn't it funny that everybody blah 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 does this that? I'm like, no, nobody fucking does that. Like maybe like the 10% or 5% of people in your bubble do that, but nobody else does that. Like, no, not everybody does that. Like they try to present something as like the standard or normal that's like so far-fetched from actual reality. But then again, I feel like so many people always, even pre-social media, have hunted certain lifestyles or ways of living that are basically just like being shown to them by certain trendsetters, and if they're not doing the same thing, then they have no purpose in life or something like that, or they don't feel validated as a like certified normal human being or something like that. And it's so weird to me. Like, don't people have their own standards or like their own values in life anymore? Like, what is going on? And then sometimes like some of these people do criticize whatever they think is like the norm, even though it's not really the norm, it's only like the norm within like a certain group of people. And then they try to present themselves as like true revolutionaries, and I'm like, wait, what? No, you just started like thinking for once. The Grim Dawn world is default. I'm obviously living my own Grim Dawn bubble as well, not gonna lie, like, there's no denying that either. But at least I would dare to say that I'm not like trying to present the Grim Dawn or like my Grim Dawn lifestyle as like the norm of society, you know, like that's not just how it is. I'm aware I have a very niche bubble, but hey, I like it here. What can I do? And yeah, that's also why you should definitely like step outside of your bubble as well and have contact with people from outside of your bubble every now and then, at least. At least every now and then. Did I watch Doctor Who? I did not actually, no. I mean, I know like people that watched it, and I know like lots of people were talking about it at some point in my life, but I did never like actually watch it myself, no. To be fair, I grew up without television, so I didn't watch that many like popular series anyway. And also nowadays, I feel like the last time I watched like any kind of series like anywhere on Netflix or something was basically only when I was like dating somebody. Like I don't watch anything on my own. Almost nothing. Like maybe like 1 or 2 movies a year. That's it. Like I don't really watch anything on my own. I like watching some stuff, but I don't know. I don't watch that much on my own. Like only with friends or when I'm like dating somebody. Did I try Last Epoch? Last Epoch is my second most played RPG actually. There's no challenge and campaign unfortunately. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. My Grim Dawn lifestyle, what a sad sense. I know, right? I mean, at this point, Grim Dawn is certainly like part of my lifestyle because I mean, it's been like part of my life for the last almost 10 years at this point. And when it comes to ever since I started streaming it properly, at least like the last 6 or 7, it's more like 7 years at this point. It's it has been part of my life in the way that like I have invested a lot of time into something either in the game or outside of the game, making content and so on and so on. How will I keep up with the current thing if I'm not watching TV? Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like I can barely keep up, like slowly catching up on like some of the old like The Office episodes, because like I have so many friends who love The Office so much, and then I'm like, yeah, it's pretty funny, and then I watch maybe like one episode like once every 5 months as well to try to keep up or something like that. But what's my type? What are these questions now? Blonde, brunette? What do you mean? Hair color? I don't give a fuck about, honestly. Like hair color wise, it could be anything from blonde to black to pink to green. I don't really care. As long as like fits the person and it looks good on the person. I feel like hair color is like one of the things that like I would personally care the least about. Like there's other things that matter way more in my opinion. Anyway, should we go pick a Imperious of Arcane Lore? Because it has like energy regen and it has pretty good resistances. I think we're gonna pick this one here. My type is John Bourbon. John Bourbon. Yeah, I'm going on a date with John Bourbon next week. Are you guys jelly? If I was in the Grim Dawn world, I would just hang out with pretty girls, let others to save the world. Huh? Oh. Oh, I get it now. You would be... Wait, your patron? Your in-game patron? Or like your in-game god that you're like basically paying tribute to would be Ulzuin, right? Kate Beckinsale. Who? I don't know any actors. Kate Beckinsale. I mean, she's alright. Maybe a little old for me at 52, but otherwise she's alright. Anyway. Oh yeah, let's go with Thunderstruck of Thunder, not because it's good now, but because it is somewhat of an upgrade at this point when it comes to armor at least. No, actually it's not really an upgrade, it's like less HP as well. Who am I kidding? The lightning damage would be good if I was actually playing like lightning damage at this point, but I'm not yet doing that actually, so... I'll keep it around, maybe I don't find anything better until I actually switch to...
Elaine with the
to Lightning Hour Reckoning.
Yes,
I hear you've done.
Veil's Witness actually has attack speed, and it's a pretty common like blue item in Fangs of Asgard. I feel like I've gotten this item every single round so far, like literally every single one. So it almost feels like it's guaranteed in a way. Level 30 though. I mean, luckily it's not gonna be like a build-defining item on any build, really. But it can be like a nice bonus to get it, I guess. Yo, Magafer. Auto. Shit. Zoomy. Hello. Am I hyped for Astakan release, or have I played it for like 2k hours yet? I have not played it for 2k hours, I think. Not quite. I mean, either way, I am definitely hyped. The conduit. Honestly, the conduit wouldn't be that bad for spinning either, right? But I mean... being able to use 2 flintstones better than using 1, right? Is Force Wave Soldier dead? No, the stuff I'm posting like is extra videos on YouTube on the upcoming days. Those videos are a little older, from a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago. Those are like basically older YouTube streams. But I've noticed that like people on YouTube I also don't really watch old live streams that much. Like, they watch live streams when they're live, and afterwards I feel like the YouTube algorithm for live streams is just pretty bad, or at least like way worse compared to normal videos. So I'm gonna like re-upload all of them in preparation for like Thanks of Astakarn. Like I'm gonna re-upload them as actual videos and then release them as normal videos as well. So that's like gonna be easier for people to find them, and they'll re-watch them if they want to. There's gonna be like all the other playthroughs basically I've done like the last couple months, like for all the other classes as well. I did not stream yesterday, no. There is a difference between a live stream and a video that is not live. That sounds like a lot of work. I mean, not really. It's just creating the thumbnail and that's it, because I have saved the videos properly. Like whenever I do live streams, I do hit like record and stop recording at certain points automatic. It's still manual, like I still have to press the button of course, but it's kind of like ingrained in my streaming persona, I guess, at this point, that I'm just more or less doing it automatically, that I kind of have a feeling for like when I should start and stop recording. And sometimes I might have to like cut some, you know, like cut out some like periods where I'm like AFK for a little longer or stuff like that, but otherwise it's gonna be pretty much not that much work to do. Do I have a Grim Tools in my current build as it is right now? I mean, sure, it's certainly not that optimal yet, of course, and also it doesn't show the Weaver ring that I have on my left ring. But here you go. My R Reckoning character at level 96 is using a 2-ender. Am I doing it wrong? There's no doing it right or wrong in Grim Dawn, really. It definitely like totally depends on what class you're playing, what character you're playing, what weapon you're playing. One hand and shield, one hand and offhand, one hand and one hand, so like dual wield and two-handed can all be viable for our Reckoning, depending on your setup, your class, your items, etc, etc. Madly decides what right or wrong. I'm pretty symmetrical face, bristle, I wonder why I'm single. I don't know, maybe because I played too much Grim Dawn. And don't do like activities where you meet girls that much, or women that much. Or maybe because I don't really need more than what I already have at this point, I don't know. What? Yeah, YouTube chat is going like off the fucking rails again, man. Welcome, Andu. Kakadu lover, how's it going, man? Great to see my favorite skill in the game in action. Yes, yes, let us spin to win. Let us win and spin. Spin and win. My Grim Dawn lifestyle is at fault, exactly. I didn't find that many girls wanting to date me in Cairn yet. Besides, all the people, all the gods, like all the humans and even the gods in this game are simping for Bismuth anyway. So I guess like if you are a woman in this world, you also have given up on men, because they are all fucking... At least some of them are like fucking simps apparently. Hellfire Molten Claw of Alacrity is also pretty decent. Pretty decent, not gonna lie. Pretty decent. Which EoR would it be? So, fire, lightning and physical are like all, I would say, pretty decent to start with. Physical...
Imagine meeting a woman who is into GD, and then over dinner tells you about this Scimitar G guy and his amazing builds. Despair.
Dude, I would instantly like stop the date, dude. Holy shit. Imagine. I'm IRL Mornay? Yo, I saw that. I am not accepting that insult, dude. What the fuck? Mornay is a fucking asshole, dude. Jesus, he's a fucking creep, dude. I will not tolerate the slander. Mornay is a fucking... He's no simp, okay, but he's a fucking creep. It's even worse, man. No simp like Ulzin, but even worse than that. Sandclaw Slicer is like certainly not bad for Fizz, yeah. As you said, if it had like Ellie to Fizz, it would be actually really, really nice. It would be nice if it had like, say, Ellie to Fizz to... I mean, either as a base, or like to Presence of Virtue maybe even. Warborn set? I mean, yeah, sure. There's also 5 billion other endgame builds for all kinds of different damage types for our Reckoning. But it's not really something you can like start out with or like level with. Dune Fiend for the win. For the win, for the win. This doesn't fit, does it? That's a pretty good two-hander though. Maybe this one is good enough already. Oh god, dude. We are sundered, oh no. Oh no, we are sundered.
You see anything you like?
I mean, dude, chill out. Like, it's not like I've never been in a relationship. Like, I have had some, like, relationships in my life. But maybe, like, I've made some bad experiences and I'm a little, I don't know, burnt out or scarred or tainted or whatever you want to call it by some of them. And then like dating when you're like 30 plus is also like, I mean, there's some definitely like nice people out there, but I feel like it's definitely harder than compared to when you're like in your 20s. And also there's like just so many other things you have to like take care of in life anyway that like need more energy. Like, you're not like early 20 anymore when like your parents take care of like half the stuff that you have to like do in life still. And you can just, you know, live a somewhat worry, like a life without worries more or less. It's definitely like different when you're like late 20s or like early 30s or mid 30s. It's not easier when you're 40 plus, trust me. I mean, I totally believe that. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be any easier going forward. I'm just saying that I believe it's definitely like harder at 30 plus than like at around 20 or 25-ish. To be fair, there can be like other problems as well though when you're like younger and when people like don't know yet what they really want in life, etc, etc. Like there's a lot more like people trying to figure out what they even want in life. But if you do happen to match during that period, I think like it's generally a bit easier to like find somebody to like grow together with. When you're older, it feels more like everybody has their plans somewhat figured out, which is on one hand good. On the other hand, like if you don't fit like their perfect like plan for life, then you're just like, you can just leave, right? It's like, okay, well then I guess not, and then just goodbye. And also like more or less like just almost like blindly falling in love with somebody is, I feel like also like a lot easier when you're like younger, because you're just more naive in a way. But like replicating the same feeling, I feel like it's a lot harder when you're older. I'm not saying it's impossible, it's like it can certainly like still sometimes happen, but I do feel like it gets more and more rare in general. This weapon is apparently still more damage, that's crazy. Sandclaw Slice is already so good, and this is even more damage. Huh. But then again, I might be like totally wrong about all of this that I just said. I mean, I'm just stating my personal experience / opinion about stuff. I feel like there's almost like 3 types of people. When you're like 30 plus, there's people who either have like so many issues of their own that they're also like still trying to figure out, and they're like so busy with their own life they don't really like have that much time or energy to like invest into a relationship. I feel like I'm one of those people as well, in a way. And then there's people who have like everything perfectly figured out, and if you're not like on their level of like figuring out life, you're basically a fucking trash loser to them, and you're not even like worth looking at for them. And then there's the people who are already in relationships anyway, so they're off the market anyway. I'm over 30. I'm 33 now, yeah. Oj. Good genes? I mean, depends. Always depends like who you're comparing yourself to, right? Also on camera, with all the blurriness and all the filters, right? And all the makeup, right? I'm just kidding. There's no filters or makeup, but There's some people I've met from my stream actually in real life that have told me I look different in real life than on camera, at least. Filter confirmed. Exactly. This is good because it has like energy as well. This crown. Illumina is 40 plus. Illumina is younger than me.
Put it to good use.
He's actually one of the few people I know in real life from my stream. How tall am I? 6'7". No, not 6'7". Wait, how big would 6'7" even be? Holy shit, that's like so fucking tall, right? I don't know, like how many yards is that? 6'7" is exactly 2 meters. That's actually surprisingly, like a surprisingly round number. Interesting, interesting. But yeah, I'm 10 centimeters shorter than that, so whatever that is, 6'2", 6 whatever, 6'3", I have no idea. 6'3", yeah, 6'3".
I'll give you a good price.
Was it Illuminator in the video with the Shadow Strike skips? Yeah. Yeah, he's how much younger is he than me? 2, 3 years old? He's 3 years younger than me, I think. 2 or 3 years younger. If I remember correctly. Man, Consecrated Prefix is pretty nice. But Scorching is weird. Like, bad. I mean, it's not actually bad at this point. It's probably fine to play actually at this point. The Astral Mantle. Okay, let's play it. And then we don't want that. We don't want that. Maybe we play this. Maybe we play that. But probably not. So if I crafted another... Two-hand is just so slow, right? And even if I craft another flint thingy, right? It's still worse damage per second than just double flintstones. Yeah, double flintstones is way too strong, it's crazy. Okay, I mean, yeah, good to know. You're 30 and you get asked for your ID when you buy alcohol. When I was 15, I got asked by some 17-year-olds if I can buy them liquor that requires to be 18 years old. But then again, also at 15, I was already like basically looking the same way as now. And I was as big as I am now when I was 14, 13, something like that. I basically like stopped evolving at like 14 or something. At least my body did, like visually. Yeah, I mean, they already had like beer in their hands anyway, because they were 17. But they were like asking me to like buy hard liquor, for which you need to be 18 in Germany. And yeah, beer is from 16, yeah. Tell me your length and elbows. I can't use these feet. How much is that in dick sizes? You also don't get fined for drinking in public. I kind of think it's annoying as fuck when like people are drinking on the subway though, and like it reeks and stinks of alcohol. Like that's unironically, like I hate it. I do think they need to be fined more so than they are right now. If there's even any fines, I don't fucking know. I mean, also I personally don't drink anyway at all basically, so like I kind of stopped drinking when I was like, I don't know, 26 maybe, something like that, 27. Or 25? No, actually, yeah. Something like that. I basically stopped drinking 2019, 2020, something like that. I mean, I drink like maybe like one beer or something like that, like once every 4 months or something, maybe like 3 beer a year or something like that. on like special occasions with people or some prosecco or whatever they wanna like use for some toasts, right? Is there anybody in chat who can last longer than 10 minutes in bed? What is this chat today, man? "10 minutes? Yo, look at this guy. He's a fucking show-off. You once lasted 37 seconds, but you thought you were dreaming. You think you were dreaming. Yeah. Bro, where's my damage though? Like, unironically, where the fuck is my damage? We're still in normal, not in veteran. Oh, I know where my damage is. It is called not having a single item with any escape modifier, and there's also no resistance reduction at all either. So yeah. That's why there is no damage. I can last forever if I think of YouTube chat's mom. Okay.
We speak at last.
Dude, lightning, I reckoning, is gonna suck even more than fire for like one more reason, right?
Good, you're back.
This Oathkeeper, never mind.
10
We do
minutes
have
to
elemental
see
resistance
something
reduction. For
other
some
than
reason
that
my brain was
it's
stuck in
always
2019 where like Oathkeeper had only fire and physical resistance reduction, not lightning. My bad, my bad. We do have the Guardians. Yo, Beagle of Steel, 10 minutes. Anything else is a myth or a health problem? Thanks for the 3 months, man. Appreciate the support. Build. Let me make a link, a proper link, once I got at least the weapon that I want for this build. Same for this. The flippin' GTPS is lying. It's not more damage. What do you mean more damage? It's not more damage. Okay, part of my scuff damage right now I feel like is my somewhat terrible devotion setup at this point. Last debug planner. It's that bad, eh? Wish you could support more. Hey man, every single penny is already appreciated a lot. I mean, if everybody in chat would like donate like $5, I could literally stream more than I can already, I guess. Actually, maybe that's not true. I could be a full-time streamer if I would have like... How much would I need? Realistically. I mean, I got like only 70 subs right now. You need like 100 subs per month at least to get like a better share, right? So like Twitch takes less money from me. And then you would even need even more or even better share, blah blah.
What up? The witch gods are united.
But like realistically, to live off like streaming as a streamer, you need like how many? Like 500 subs maybe in total at least. I feel like something like that. Yo, GIJW, thanks so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, man. With 20 kronor. Tack så mycket. 20 kronor. Buy a beer. I mean, maybe I'll buy my yearly beer from that. Yeah. Wait, can you even get a beer? You can, I mean, I guess you can get a beer in Germany for like sugar cool, no? But in Sweden? Maybe frickin' like Pripps Blå or something, right, in the can. It's the best thing you can get for sugar cool, no?
And so he was.
Thank you so much for the support, though. Thank you so much.
Andrevis confronted.
Oettinger? Ah, yikes. Dude, I had a roommate a couple of years ago. Or more like 10 years ago at this point almost. He would always use... Like, he always bought Oettinger because we were like poor students, and he was also from like Swabia, and so like Swabians obviously save even more money. Yeah, it's super cheap, but it's also like, oh my god, it's so... Wait, how did he fucking sunder me when I was behind him? Huh? That makes no sense, dude. Did like a 360 clap or what? Whoa. Holy Reckoning, Serge. Scheiß Sturgarder. BB2 more boring than Grim Yawn even, no idea how people can play it. I think Grim Dawn has really good pacing, honestly, like... it's gotta be even better with things of Astakarn, believe me. But even right now, I mean, I don't know, like Grim Dawn is home, like the way you upgrade your damage, the way your damage feels like if you have like a good skill and like decent items for it. I'm kinda below that threshold right now, I feel like. If you, you know, choose the right things, then Grim Dawn pacing is pretty nice. I also like the mobility with the Shadow Strike and so on and stuff like that, and evade. It's pretty snappy too, in my opinion, actually. Like, Grim Dawn is not even that slow. Grim Dawn is a far faster game than PoE2. Especially, at least, once, like, Astakarn is out, you're really gonna, like, feel the difference. Nah, he would also hate on the people from Stuttgart. He's from the Bodensee region. Near, like... Oops, where was it again? Like, near Ravensburg, right? So, like... Wait, no, Tettnang, actually. I mean, it's close to Ravensburg, right? That kind of region. That's not Swabia. It's Oberschwaben? Question mark. What do you mean it's not Swabia? Of course it's Swabia. Oberschwaben.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I'm dumb. Hey, happens to the best of us. It is what it is. How about Harry Schlotter? I mean, I watched all the movies. I read the first book as a kid. I mean, that's it. I like Lord of the Rings more. What else is there to say? Yeah, Oberschwaben is pretty beautiful, not gonna lie. I do have to concede. Also, Schwarzwald is also pretty nice, yeah. With the beautiful countryside. Yeah, gotta answer your favorite question. Wait, what? What's your favorite question? Thank you, Undo. Undo67. What's the fastest leveling 1 to 100 for you in SSF Hardcore? I have never measured 1 to 100. I've only ever measured like 1 to 94. Because 94 is what matters for endgame gear. And my record on that was like 4.5 hours, maybe close to 5. Like something between 4.5 and 5 hours, I think was the record for me. You can get from level 1 to 94 in like 5 hours reasonably fast if you know how to do it and you have like all the leveling gear for it. Ah, SSF? Ah, SSF, right. Okay, SSF for 14 hours is pretty good. I don't actually remember what the fastest was for me for SSF. But I think the very fastest must have been like around 15 hours as well. Like 14 hours is pretty darn good, I think, for SSF. I remember like most of my runs were like between 15 and 20 hours that I did on stream. Or well, they were like... Wait, or was it like... I think most of the time I was also looking at like times between like level 1 and basically not just 100 but also like killing Lokar. And usually like level 1 to killing Lokar was like around 20 hours-ish. So 100 is like a bit faster than that usually. Okay, I have no damage for these guys, holy shit, what is going on? And also this boss in here, with the thunder volcanoes. Kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I'm gonna die to Father Kaiman with this shit, right? Like, what is this? Since when is I Reckoning so fucking bound, dude? Switch to veteran. Feels amazing, man. This looks like a Senator G build, to be fair. Right now, it kind of does, yeah. It is pretty like a washed up I Reckoning or something. I mean, this might be why. What the fuck? Hold on. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I was in need of energy, that's why I picked Viper, and obviously I picked Jackal right away, because Jackal is like GG.
I sense turmoil within you. Farewell.
Shit, hang on. But, okay, let's remove Jackal. I mean, no, remove Viper for now. Just get this at least. Did they fix Flash Freeze? If you mean by fixing Flash Freeze that it works against bosses, then no. They did not fix Flash Freeze.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Is Physique the only stats you should level up Grand Dawn? No. Physique is kinda what you should not only level up, no. Cunning and Spirit are really good now, both of them as well. Like all stats are viable. Cunning was by far the best on like the last patch, but now they also slightly buffed Spirit and like slightly nerfed like Cunning scaling a little bit. So now I would say like all three are pretty almost evenly good. I mean, right now in this very second the build is kind of like mixed damage.
Bring me back something interesting.
Because we don't have any proper items yet, still not. Also this item that I just like switched over to is just a filler basically.
Keep an eye on this. What brings you to my pool?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fire eventually. But we need to kill Father Kaiman for the lightning weapon. What's the point of a skill if it doesn't work? I mean, it works. It's just a bit worse than some other alternatives at this point, and also that's mostly because I don't have the items for it yet. It's not because the skill itself doesn't work. What's my favorite damage type? I think, like theme-wise or like visually-wise, it's either poison or chaos. Oh, you meant OFF? I mean, OFF works, just not against bosses. And yes, I do think it should be reworked in some way. In a different way than you might think, but I really like the idea of adding like a teleport to OFF. So it would basically teleport to a location, and then at that location you would use current OFF. And then there's like a transmitter which, instead of using OFF at the location that you teleport to, it uses OFF at the location where you teleport away from. And then the skill could be like at least usable for, you know, bosses as well as for trash properly. I mean, it still wouldn't freeze bosses unless you have like very specific items. That wouldn't be an absolutely useless skill. For Shaman Soldier, what is the best stats ratio? There's like 500 different combinations you can play as a Shaman Soldier, and it just depends on your individual build, basically. Okay, maybe not like 500 different builds, but there's like a shit ton of different builds, and like the ratio can be totally different on like for each of them. Like a very, very rough generic rule with which you can be fine on more or less any build is put like 50% of your points in physique probably, and then like split the other 50% between cunning and spirit. Only pick spirit if you're either doing magic damage or you need energy, and otherwise just put the rest in cunning. And even if you are playing like magic damage and need some energy, sometimes putting some in cunning for OA can be okay too. I really don't like doing that much, but you can do it. And yeah. Okay, time for Carmen, right? It is too late, my chosen. It is too late, my daddy. We need to kill this guy 2 times, right? 2 times even. I'm gonna die to Kaiman, maybe, yeah. He's gonna jump on me now. Oh. Oh, kidney stones. Kidney stones, jump. Oh my god, the jump has like a hefty debuff, so you kinda don't wanna like fight him after the stones. I mean after the jump, but then again, I'm doing it now anyway. Wah, 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 wah. Alright, that was like the slowest Kaiman killer I had like in the last century, I feel like. However, at least we got the weapon I'm looking for now. Charged Kaiman Sanctified Blade of Electricity. I mean, the affixes aren't like the best in the world, but they are pretty much the best like double magic combination you can get, so it is good enough, good enough. So lucky.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Now we need another one,
Bring me back something interesting.
and then we are gonna do some Devil's Crossing quests, and then we can dual wield them, and then GG, we won. Yeah, dude, like, Father Kaiman was legit, like, hard when Forgotten Gods first came out. He had, like, tons of people die to him, actually, for good reason. But nowadays, usually never struggle against him, unless you're playing Our Reckoning, it seems like. Holy shit, dude. How can the skill be so bad without the weapons? Wait, was he different actually? I don't think the boss got nerfed ever. Or did he? Half of those rips were mine? It's not even true, man. I died like 2 times maybe to him. I know my very first hardcore character ever in Forgotten Gods died to him. Like the first hardcore character on which I like went through Forgotten Gods, he died to Father Kaiman, yes. And then I died like 1 more time at some point later. So definitely like 2 times. Jump shotgun combo? I mean, he still does that. They got some numbers tweaked, maybe. Alright, I mean this whole like Forgotten Goats playthrough here is a little rough at this stage, right? But once we're done with this stuff, we can enjoy some actual damage in the other acts, which are gonna be a lot easier anyway. Ooh, new spoiler weapon here. Eldritch Storm Emitter, Lightning Onslaught and Storm Spread. Early prognosis. Wait, that's true. Wait, did he not get any Sunder to compensate? They removed his RR, but he didn't get any Sunder. That's why it's so much. That's why it's easier, I guess. Yeah. Whee. If you stay close, though, he never jumps on you, right? Shit, okay, now he will jump.
You disappoint me, Kaiman.
Another charged, very nice. Of ferocity even. Okay, dude, okay. I mean, that's an item. Was? What? Maybe his shotgun got it? No, I didn't. It doesn't have it, I think.
After all these centuries,
His kidney stones don't have any Sunder. Alright, let's go help Kaiman come. I mean, what? I mean, what? I mean, was? Father Kaiman? No, he already dead. Korvac. Korvac fucks you. That's what they say. Korvac. Let's make this quick. Come, little human. Come, little human. I will make this quick. What happened to Boar Wave? I mean, the character exists. It's just not a video from today. It's a couple of weeks old.
come, little human.
No rip. No rip on the Force Waiver. There's gonna be plenty of videos coming out in the next couple of days. I'm basically gonna like put out a video like every single day between now and FOA release, more or less. Most of which are more or less like older VODs from like the last couple of weeks / months, where I did like SSF runs mostly. And I'm just gonna like put them out there as videos instead of just like live streams, because people on YouTube tend to not rewatch old live streams, but rather they just watch like videos, because for some reason like I don't know if like YouTube is not promoting like old live streams in any way or form. Probably they are not. So to get like better reach and more better awareness for the content that is out there on my channel, I will re-upload all of them as videos, and they will be there as videos as well. And since I cannot post like proper actual guides on like day 1 of the expansion, basically I have to like wait like 1 or 2 weeks or something like that to do that. At least then I can tell people, well, I have these playthroughs out there, you can look at them instead, right? Yeah, that's the plan, Kakadu Lover. That is the plan. Ultimately, that is the plan. But like those proper videos, yeah, they cannot be out on day 1. So that's why I'm at least putting out like all the playthroughs that I already streamed anyway. Because I mean, I'm obviously allowed to have that out there. Yeah, I mean, there's some people, of course, that do go back to like some leveling live streams, but the numbers don't lie. There's not that many people doing that compared to like normal videos. Because I feel like just the discoverability of normal videos is way better on YouTube. Like YouTube was first and foremost a platform made for videos, like video on demand videos, and not live streams. That's just how it is. And that's fine. I just have to play around that fact. Ah, this meteor, so I could bug this though. Fuck. Don't get hit by the meteors if you shoot meteors in your actual face. Currently, right now, this patch, they are bugged and he's like shooting them on the flippin' altars for whatever reason. So don't get confused by that. He will shoot them on you once they fix it next patch. So please make sure to dodge that. But I mean, you have evade, right? Just evade. Okay, even with this weapon, skin is still abysmal. Like, what is this? Can that bug stay? Become the Mr. Llama of Grim Dawn? You mean like have a second channel that just like plays non-stop VODs of my playthroughs, and I only raid my second channel every time I go offline, stuff like that? I don't know about that, that feels so fucking weird. Yeah, Mr. Llama does that. There's a couple other streamers who also did that in the past, and Mr. Llama is one of them. I don't know. It's so cringe.
Korvax, his cult has been crushed.
His cult has been crushed. Huh?
We must do not, Korvac will, do not, we must, Korvac, do not think, we must, Korvac, do, we, Korvac, do not, we must, Korvac, do, we, do not think to, we, do not, we, Korvac, do not, we, do not, we, Korvac, do not think to believe, we, Korvac, do, we, Korvac will, do, Korvac, do, Korvac, do, Korvac, do, Korvac, do, Korvac, do, we must, do not, we, do not, Korvac will, do not think to,
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, classic. Just get stuck on the conversation loop and then realize at some point, oh wait, there's no more conversation to be had anyway. Why am I even still here? Classic. Okay, this item has attack speed, which is nice. That is nice. Okay, we don't need any of this shit, right? None of this. We aren't having...
His cunt has been crushed, hence we must do not.
Put it to good use.
True and real, yeah.
See anything you like?
Literally. Exactly that. Yo, Ender Ascendant, welcome man. Excited for Pangs of Astakarn? Hell yeah, man. That headband turns you into Lee Sin. My brother was playing the Lee Singer. Yep. But he got totally fucked by Nidali in the ass. Nidali hotshot GG.
The screams we heard from the temple.
That's a fucking old meme, holy. Ancient meme. I was there live. Believe it or not. I was actually there live in Sweden when he said that. Okay, let's... I mean, it's time to repair the bridge, right? You have a question? I mean, feel free to ask your question, man. Oops. Cinder Touch and Empyrean's Mercy combo for conversions. I mean, or Common Sanctified Blade, I guess, right?
Let's take a look, shall we?
Wait, what? What even happened there? That was wild. Why is this thing cold to lightning? Shouldn't it be fire to lightning? I'm playing on playtest 1.3. Public playtest 1.3. Gives you the new, like, HUD, the new UI. You can even play, oops, you can even play with orbs if you want to. Like this. You can even play with WASD if you want to. Mom, get the camera, he's spinning. I'll never understand why people prefer WASD over. It makes sense for ranged weapons in my opinion. And it makes sense if you have never played an RTS or an ARPG in your life before. Then it makes sense. I actually found a clip. What is this? Korvac fucks you. Ah, classic. 3 years ago. What is this? Oh wait, is this the one where he dies? No. Yeah, he dies, right? Dude, the timing. The fucking timing as well. Timing, dude. Oh shit. No, and now he dies too. Fuck, no, I didn't want to kill him actually. Monka. That's unlucky. Hang on, why am I fucking stuck? Why can't I move? What is this fucking bug, dude? Huh? Is it fucking WASD bug or what? What is happening, dude? Younger Alk looks older. I mean, he's just very much unshaved and untaken care of in that video, I feel like. But it's still fucking bugged. What is happening? Oh. I'm like wondering, wait, why can't I walk with my mouse when I have WASD enabled? Absolute pepega. Jesus. You monster, yeah, oops. I killed Skinner's family now. Okay, please be respected as soon as possible. That was the tactical reset to farm more reputation for Devil's Crossing, because they get reputation by killing bandits, right? Surely, that's why I reset my game. What about the stash? If I didn't get if will be actually amplified or simply specialized for components and so on. So if you buy... Well, if you don't buy Fangs of Astakarn, you'll have the same amount of stash tabs as you have right now, and on top of that, 2 material stash tabs for materials only. If you have Hexaplasticard, you will get the same and a couple more generic stash tabs on top of that. And of course, everybody's also getting this button right here, where you can transfer all of your crafting materials with one button instantly into your stash as well. Totally lost when you turn your camera. I mean, that can happen, yeah. But you just play the game more and then you know where to go anyway. Smile. Nah, I mean, turning the camera is obviously a... I mean, either you like it or you don't. I love it. I think it's an amazing feature. It makes me able to look at all the things in the world from all the different angles. Makes it feel like a way better, like, immersive world and so on and so on. And also, I don't know, I just like it. Just feels really nice. Makes you appreciate like all the art and all the models they created as well, and like all the levels they created to be like good looking from all angles. Which, well, imagine something like that existing in, for example, Last Epoch, where like the game already like looks bad from the default angle, and then you would change the camera, it would like look even worse. Holy shit. So yeah, that's pretty nice for Grim Dawn. And also, in my opinion, it is very nice for combat to have like enemies in the top part of your screen. Like, you have a better field of view looking up than down, right? So I kind of like to turn my camera so that like wherever I'm going to is like in the top side of my my screen. And also when it comes to skills like these, like Shadow Strike or Vanish, if you turn the camera right, like if I had a default view like this, I would not be able to target the Aether Crystal. But if I turn the camera now, I basically get extra range on the skill, right? So I can jump even further, which is nice. Any recommendation for Celestial Kill build that doesn't require insane farm? I mean, you could look at the video that I did. That was a... was it like a 20,000 subscribers special on YouTube or something like that I did? Where I did like a run, like from level 1, solo self-found, no gear, all the way to the hardest boss in the game, or like one of the hardest bosses in the game at least, Crate of Entertainment, which I completed like all in one run, all in one session, all in one stream. Took me like I think 16 or 17 hours, something like that. Let's see here. Yeah, this one right here. No sleep until Crate is dead challenge. There are a couple of... I think there was like 2 or 3 parts for this. Like it was one single stream, but I had to like split it into like 2 or 3 parts for YouTube, like for actual videos. I played a Lightning Grenado Sorcerer for that. On hardcore as well. I mean, there's many other builds as well, honestly. This was kind of my personal comfort pick, because I really like Grenado Demolitionist. And Arcanist, while it doesn't really add the most damage to this kind of build, it's like a perfect combination of safety and some damage. Like, Arcanist gives you a lot of OA, and it gives you some crit damage and stuff like that. It doesn't really apply any resistance reduction, but you have the mirror of your Rockies and notification on top. It's pretty nice. And then, yeah, just Grenado Or all the like grenades from Demolitionist 3 honestly are just insane damage while being kind of safe because, you know, you can just throw them and run around in circles. To be fair, Crate, like the super boss that I did on this character, is a rather squishy super boss, but it's still considered like the hardest just because it's a pretty hard fight mechanically compared to others. But I do feel like this build is probably gonna be a bit worse against, say, like Kalagadra actually. But also something like a, yeah, like a big poisoned Reeksivlai dot build would also work pretty nicely. I mean, my very first Kalagadra kill ever was on a blue set Dega set Sentinel as well, which really didn't need lots of items either. I mean, the Dega blue set is pretty much, I mean, it's a blue set, so it's super common, and yeah. That was also enough to like kite color for maybe like 15 minutes or something like that and then kill her eventually. How can you play the playtest? Playtest? Wait, that's only giving you the link on Twitch though. Here is the link for YouTube. There you go. One-shotting maggots, yeah. Yeah, you might need the one potion you get from Tomb of the Heretic now. Can you survive my storms? Did Lagon get a new voiceover? I think it did, man. Ellie is like even worse now. Devastated. The fuck? What is the movement augment I'm using on my medal? It's Vanish from Bismiel faction. Acts like a Shadow Strike from Nightblade. Yeah, the base bandits are pretty... I don't know. Pretty whack. They basically do nothing. Hang on, let me close my blinds actually, like... There's so much sunshine coming in here. Holy shit. I demand my nerd cave to be dark. Am I too OP for this area already? How so? I should play veteran. I'd also... What I did do Fangs of Astakar, no, not Fangs of Astakar, I did do Forgotten Gods before this. And Forgotten Gods is just like way harder content than Act 2. And now I have the weapon from Forgotten Gods that I wanted to get. So now I am kind of juiced for this content, yeah, that's just how it is. I should definitely make up for it by switching to veteran, like, now. So let's get the next waypoint here, and then I'll switch over to veteran. Should have done that, like, right away. Okay, so we have this now. Exit. Tick veteran. There we go.
See anything you like?
This is kind of nice. Vigorous of stone footing. Hold on. Mage, Storm of Electricity is lightning damage and attack speed. That is basically better than the Weaver Ring now, right? Yes, yes. Okay. Let me change some components. Also, let me actually put a soul shard in here. This there. This here. Put this there. What is this metal?
See what's left of my wares.
It's kind of useless. Okay.
To good use.
Pitch Bad 5. Take care, man. Thanks for lurking. Mr. Darklight, I haven't played in forever and just saw the trailer for the new expansion. Has anybody played it by any chance? Played the expansion? Well, I have played it because I am a playtester for the expansion. However, I cannot tell you anything about it, except it's good. And it will be worth your money if you like Grimdawn.
Keep an eye out.
Holy shit, spoilers. I know. Hashtag ad, yeah. Shameless. Shameless ad. Only good. Very good.
Well, did they like our housewarming gift?
You could say Grimdawn has truly ascended even with
You worked, dear.
thanks to
We have to
Vastakarn.
hit them
They call it
mighty
patch
fast.
1.3, but it's more like a 1.5 at least. How's the Wereraven? It's also fun. I played it a lot on stream like last time as well.
Iron well spent.
It's nice. Wereraven is cool. Wereraven is a pretty nice caster. Okay, what's my standing here? Still not respected. Dang it. Okay. I think we have to like kill at least Cronley to get respected, right? Yeah, the Raven looks really unique and really awesome. The Werewolf is also pretty good. Maybe even arguably better. It depends. I mean, both are really good. They do like different things. And but yeah, like design-wise, I do think that the Raven is more unique and cooler, like theme-wise, than the Werewolf. I mean, Werewolf also makes sense and is cool and so on, but it's a bit more generic. The Were-Rat. Yeah. People will call it the Were-Rat a lot as well. Were-Bear, Wolf-Rat. I should have maybe dodged that. Even though he had a superior of cruelty, he only dealt like that little damage to me, really. Oh wait, superior of cruelty doesn't have any physical damage. That's why it wasn't that scary. Murgle's Beguiler. Wait, what is this? Some blue pet item. The beavers. Yeah, Grimdawn has beavers. We'll have beavers. Bobo.
Ah, we speak at last.
Double Pitmasters. Oh. Also Broader's Distinction. Honestly, at this point, it's not that bad. Hoping there will be a melee Wereraven build by some chance.
It's my specialty.
I mean, you can definitely make one.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well
Would it be
spent.
good? I don't know, maybe. Is it possible to make one? 100%. I mean, somebody at Crate took screenshots right in their announcement, on their announcement page, and he was playing a Panetti werewolf, so there's probably some melee were-raven as well. Or there's freaking Panetti werewolf. Medi Raven Season 8, hooray. Maybe. Werewolf form isn't good? No, they're both good. Everything is good. It's Grundal. Perfect balance and everything is always great. I mean, most of the time at least. You got used to PoE where like 3 builds work. Yeah, in Grundon it's more like 3 builds don't work and the other 93,575 builds they work. If it can't kill Ravager in under 90 seconds, it's bad. Holy fuck. If it dies to fucking Moneybags Martin, it's bad, I guess. Jesus, what is that damage? I did not expect that from Moneybags Martin. I guess it was like not just him, because there was like other murderers like shooting their Phantasma blades and stuff. All at the same time, like he himself does nothing, kinda. That was kinda crazy. Okay, my armor is really not great with 243 at like 76% absorb. And my pierce stress is not max. I mean, it's not terrible either. And I am playing on veteran now, but still. That was some crazy damage there. Proper wake-up call. Big hybrid fan. Made a hybrid FOI build this morning. Hybrid what? Like... FOA and... I mean FOI and... What's the other? Or like, you mean hybrid damage types? Or... Fire and retail fire? I mean, to be fair... Fire slash retail... Kinda works on like an Ignafar pretty well, actually. So it's not even a bad choice. PoE is too fine-tuned once that wrong equals builds worse than a vegan kebab rolle. Vegan kebab rolle, holy shit. I mean, why aren't you like just going for falafel then? Falafel at least is okay. But vegan kebab, huh? Chill Gore. You monster, this ends now. My ATRS is 40. My damage is 0, my ATRS is 40. My armor is also very low. He's also laughing at my face. Dude, why is our reckoning so bad? How is this not so good as it could be? I did expect a bit more from... I mean, I knew our reckoning isn't gonna be like the best early for leveling, but... It's actually worse than I thought, I feel like. Okay, I'm not dual wielding yet though, because I still can't use the relic. So maybe it's gonna be actually good when I dual wield. But surely that's all it needs. I have a shield, yeah, because I don't have any other options. Only half the convergence. That's also true. Maybe that's why I just should play fire instead of lightning right away. I also only have 16 points in the base skill, because this weapon only gives you like +3 to soulfire, and there's like no other gear with like +3 of reckoning in the game. It's okay, boy, we'll just end the suffering soon. Is there no other like fire to lightning conversion gear in the game? Oh, what the fuck? I know of one item, but I can't show it. Yet. Caster offhand is an option. Which one though, apart from Cyclone, which is an endgame item? Endgame random drop legendary. Which other reckoning offhand is there in the game? Any? Just pretend it's Cyclone? Huh? What? That is some flawless logic, I'm sure. I'm just not able to understand it. I mean, apart from Cyclone, which via the set adds a ton of stats to the skill, any standard offhand isn't gonna do anything for you. Right? Actually... Okay. The second you switch over to lightning, you're actually right that an offhand is better than a shield. Because on the offhand you can put the component with the lightning aura instead of the fire aura. So... technically, you are right that like an offhand is better than a shield for lightning out reckoning. Huh. Okay, let's just go back and hope we are respected after killing Cronley. Like, if they don't respect me after killing Cronin, like doing literally all other side quests, I don't know what to do for them. Okay, thank you. Finally, after so long. Okay, let's also just filter for lightning damage, because I'm really lacking lightning damage. Ah, they convert lightning damage. I was like, huh? They don't have lightning damage? What do you mean lightning damage? Cronny's ring might be still good though. Did not a single item has... Did I write it wrong? No, right? This one has lightning damage. These have lightning damage. This one has lightning damage. This is the same item I already have. Okay, I mean now though
Good use.
that we have Bladesworn Talisman, the whole
Put it to good use.
the whole offhand
Gotta be more scrap metal.
thing, whatever we were talking about, is gonna be useless anyway. So we just craft another resilient plating. We craft a Bladesworn Talisman. We use the Bladesworn Talisman, and we dual wield. And then we enjoy ourselves. Okay, so we could either use Cracked Lodestone, which gives a whopping 12% lightning damage, which is pretty much nothing. Or I could put an Amber, which gives you 25% lightning damage, which is also not that great. Or you could have Hellbane's Ammo, which would give you 100% lightning damage, which would be insane, but you can only use it in guns, crossbows, and caster offhand, so it kind of sucks, especially for dual wield melee. So, I mean, I might as well just play an imbued silver, right? Or keep using flints, but flints are also gonna somewhat fall off. If we look at the tree here, for Tempest we need more blue, for this we need more blue. We could just play Tsunami, but I mean I'm not gonna have like enough skills to even proc all this shit, right? I'm gonna need another skill to like proc this already anyway, and then like later on this, and then I just wanna spin. I don't wanna like use other skills that much, so we are just gonna use Eel, I guess, to get to
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
the other lightning devotions quickly.
See you around.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Playing Ascendant when you hit 100. I mean, depends on your gear. If you're doing fresh run, then
Come see what's left.
probably not worth doing it, and you will probably die at some point. I mean, if you're playing softcore, nobody's stopping you, right? Like, nothing's gonna stop you, just try it out. On Elite? Wait, what do you mean on Elite?
Right to bit.
Wait, who plays Elite? Why would you play Elite? Do you go to Devotion to attach our Reckoning in endgame? It depends on the damage type. I wonder if the Imp Devotion could still be good for like fire damage. Or if you just play Fiend instead. I also wonder if like Bull is good enough for physical. Like Bull is pretty nice, has a very low recharge. So Bull could be nice for physical. Not sure if it's good enough though. For Lightning though... Is there even a good skill to proc? I feel like there is no as low cooldown type skill for Lightning as there is for physical or fire. Like, the more I keep thinking about this, I feel like fire is definitely, like, easier to get going than lightning. Maybe physical is even easier, also even easier than lightning. I think fire is easier than physical, though, for sure. I don't know, I haven't played Our Reckoning as much as some other skills overall. I've played some like endgame Hour Reckoning stuff. I really loved the Chaos Hour Reckoning Sentinel, for example. I wouldn't say it's like the best build ever either, but it's pretty decent and very fun and very chill to play. Ultos, Lultos. And at that point you just play. Oh, you mean Ultos Devotion to talk? What's the recharge on that? 1.5. I mean, I guess... You can play Hour Reckoning in all the colors of the rainbow. There is item support for pretty much every damage type. Like literally every damage type, I think. Most of that is endgame locked though, and for leveling I would say it's pretty much only 3 that are somewhat decent, like lightning, fire and physical. Not Pierce. There's even Pierce Hour Reckoning items, yes. Is that a new helmet? Yep. It's the Lee Sin build. Lee Sin helmet. Blind Monk helmet. Looks pretty sick, yeah. It even has like a different hairstyle. Right, if you look at the character, it has like the hair going over the band there. On the left and the right. Hang on. Yo, 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 yo. There's a Yugol's Reach version as well, yeah, true. Yugol's Hunger, Yugol's Reach, something like that. Like even her hair color changes, right? She's like more brownish hair. Now it's more black. And like some hair like going down here as well on the neck. Total transformation. You want to start the game? I mean, you can open the game on Steam or on GOG by pressing play on the game. There's nothing stopping you, unless you haven't bought the game yet. Epic item bat chest. Welcome an Illuminator. Or Illumina, as I should call you maybe. Also welcome in, Amir. Glad you enjoyed the content, man. Glad you enjoyed the builds and the guides and the videos. And hopefully the game itself as well. It is a very fun game. Very good, very good. Dude. I thought Hour Reckoning... I mean, I knew Hour Reckoning is not that good compared to some other, like, actual great leveling skills. But I thought it's a bit better than what it is. That's really not that great compared to some other skills so far. Maybe because I'm playing the Lightning version? I mean, I'm pretty sure Fire is like a little bit better than Lightning at least. And also maybe because... I don't even know why else, maybe. I mean, the movement speed being so slow when you're using Hour Reckoning doesn't really help much either, to be fair. Do damage was an actual problem, like Father Kaiman like actually used his skills and frickin' Korwak also used some skills. I was surprised. To be fair, up until Father Kaiman you also don't have any items supporting your build at all. Like, I don't even think like damage is that big of a problem, it's just like getting items with skill points. Like even just basic skill points. I have not a single +1 to this item, I mean to the skill at this point. And my main weapons, they give me Soulfire bonuses, like heck. Is there any crafting in the game? Depends what your definition of crafting is. There is some, but not PoE style crafting. Might change with the expansion though. But I mean, it's also not gonna be a PoE style crafting. It's gonna be a bit more basic than that, and yeah. I mean, the season crafting also exists, but it's not like proper PoE style crafting either, I would say. Like, there's not enough like ways to influence stuff. There's like the standard like RNG style crafting, sure, like the basic RNG style PoE like crafting is there in the season, and something like that is also gonna be in the expansion. But things with like influences or like guaranteed affixes or stuff like that, not so much. But that also, yeah, like if you could like choose a prefix or suffix in Grim Dawn, I mean an item only has one prefix or one suffix. It's just that one suffix or one prefix gives you like a ton of stats, so if you were able to like choose one prefix in Grim Dawn would be like the equivalent of like being able to choose all your prefixes guaranteed in PoE, so that's... It would be kinda OP. There's not much like design space in between. There's season update and a patch. There is a 1.3 playtest going on right now, and there's a basically like playtest, a network playtest for the upcoming season that is mostly using like season 7 content. But there will be a season 8 eventually after Exavastakarn release, like more or less as soon as possible after, as soon as it like makes sense and as soon as we have like fixed and merged and everything like is where it should be. Alright, I mean now that we're dual wielding our reckoning with these weapons, it feels kind of acceptable, but before it was like really fucking bad, holy shit. Now it's acceptable. AoE is still a little low, and I mean there's a reason why we increased the AoE in the leagues for our reckoning, and I don't know why they are not at least increasing the range by a little bit. I am hoping that they're gonna like simply remove the movement penalty. But who knows. At the very least, they did the following, right? You get more CC resistances now when you're spinning. I believe it's 15% at 16 out of 16. It's also max CC res, and if you put it to hard cap, it's even more. I think you can get up to 20%, so you're basically CC immune if you're spinning when you have EoR hard capped. Max movement speed per rank. I mean, I would rather them just like removing the penalty in the first place. I don't think it makes any sense anymore. Like, I can understand why they put it into the game in the first place, but it really doesn't make any sense anymore at this point where the game is now. Yo, Arc Guardian, welcome on. Thanks for the follow. Ah, these rolls are so bad on this. Why is it so bad? Unlucky, unlucky. To be fair, it's probably still better than the Veloth ring, even with these shitty affixes. +1 to all skills to Oathkeeper. Bad chest, a blue item. Holy shit, it must be good, right? No, it's utter trash. You moron. Why did you believe it must be good? Tainted Swamp Grips. Actually more damage. Simply because of the attack speed. But I'm losing my proc as well. Also, we got items like these, right? Like Veil's Edge with like +2 soul fire. It's supposed to be like, you know, an actual like lightning hour reckoning weapon with a Stormcaller's Pact and soul fire. Then you equip it and it's fucking hot garbage, right? This is a new, really cool item. The Tormented Ribcage, dropping from the, like, skeletal gargantuans. The undead, like, big skeletal guys. Bone Chilling Cry, huge for, like, cold berserkers. +3 Judgment and +3 Devastation. I believe it has, like, cold and vitality damage by default. So I'm really not sure how, like, Judgment fits into that, really. They did actually buff Judgment quite a bit after some feedback by myself and others included. I mean, this item is not gonna be worth playing on my character probably, but it looks pretty cool, as you can see here, right? What the fuck? Like, this looks actually really fucking cool. Look at this strip. Very nice, very nice. I really like this item a lot. It's just not for this, like, not good for this build. How do you get the extra inventory window on the right? This one here? I mean, you get it from like one of the first quests in the game, and then you get more and more with other side quests. Basically, you have to do side quests. Do the quests in this game on the right. If you're not doing the quests in this game, you're playing the game wrong, basically. Just level 11? Okay. Not even side quests? I'm pretty sure... Oh, okay. The first one with Barnabas is a main quest. That's true. I mean, you should be able to do it now, like around level 11. Like, it's this quest right here, right? When you talk to this guy here to repair the water pump, and then I go down to the cellar. If you complete that quest, you get your first bag. The other bags, I think, are all locked behind side quests that you get later on. Yeah, the first one you really cannot miss. Later on, you might be able to miss them, but as long as you keep an eye out for exclamation marks on the map and you do your quests, you should get plenty of room eventually. Yeah, the second one is in Act 2, like around Arcovian Hut Foothills. I think you get your second bag. Also, if you feel like you didn't find enough scrap for the quest, you can either check your vendors in Devil's Crossing, they can also sell scrap. And also you can go to the old dump. The old dump and the small, like, mini caves there and so on, they have a pretty high chance of well, spawning destructible environmental, like, chests, I guess, in quotation marks. They're just like rubbles of trash that you like destroy, and then they have a pretty high chance of dropping scrap. Apart from, I think, basically being able to drop from almost any, like, higher level enemy as well. No Poo 2. I played it for one day. It's not bad. You got your ascendancy and badged out. I kind of wanted to get my ascendancy as well, but the game wanted to verify my files instead for like 5 hours, so I was like, nah, I might just uninstall. Classic. Scaling penalty that diminishes per rank? Movement speed. That's what you mean? I mean, you could also do that if you wanted to. I don't think that's necessary though. I flipped the table, I rage quit basically. Rage quit on day 1 after like 2 hours of playing. Classic. I did kill EoR though. EoR died. Insane achievement. I know. Wee. Just can't watch Vanilla Grim Dawn anymore. Yeah. Understandable. If it's not Fangs of Astakarn or it's not season, it's just... You have just seen everything. I get it. I totally get it. There's not much to do. To be fair, Fangs of Astakarn will be humongous, right, as we know, so take your time exploring everything first on your own. You're gonna get 1 day of vacation on the 24th. I'm gonna try to get... I mean, I have, like, vacation days that are available. I wanna get at least 24th as well. For sure. Since 23rd is, like, well, scuffed anyway. After 2k hours, every build feels like the same one, just like different coloring. I mean, 2k hours is quite a time, but yeah, you're not wrong. And especially for for leveling. There's not quite as much like variety as there is in endgame. I mean, there's a decent amount of variety for leveling, but you can only play the game for so much. Like after 2,000 hours or something like that, you will have seen everything for leveling unless you play 2,000 hours of Nightblade only, like Rain and Fluss, for example. For endgame though, there's a bit more variety. Cadence is cadence, penalty is penalty, even purple penalty. Yeah. And your playstyle might change like a tiny bit depending on damage type and like secondary class, but for the most part the skill itself is mechanically literally the same, so. You haven't taken a vacation in like 11 years? Wait, what the fuck? And don't you have like mandatory vacations in your country? At least like some days in a year. Nope. Wait, what? Like here in Germany it's like what, like 25, 30? I don't know, something like that. I think it's like 20 at least. But in practice it's more like 25 to 30, like mandatory, like free holidays. And on top of that, that's not even including like all the already existing holidays. essentially like free for everybody basically. Working for a small company, most of those laws don't apply. The classic like startup exploitation loophole or something like that. Yeah. Just casually working for some mafia. No big deal.
I came upon these.
Old Friedrich, I mean, he can go lick some eggs, like, holy fuck, man. To be fair, chances are pretty high you have done something for some kind of mafia at some point as well in Germany when you just like went to a restaurant to eat something. So yeah. Gotta find Dahlia in here as well. Surely she's still alive. After all these years, she's surely still alive. Oh, things getting killed so easily. I mean, around level 30 plus is usually when your build starts to pop off, to be fair. On lower levels, it's not as easy to have like all the things together for your build yet. Like this build was also struggling a lot more like 10 levels ago. Or 15 levels ago. It's kind of like the classic progression curve you have in this game. Reckoning is OP. Kappa, yeah, big Kappa. It's not terrible, but it's not really that great. I mean, it's okay. Now it's okay. You know, like, now that we're dual wielding, etc., etc., it's okay. Now it's like average or like slightly below average, like leveling clearing speed for this, like this level, this area. We are playing veteran at least, so do consider that. Okay, where the fuck is Dahlia? Oh wait, we already found her. What am I doing? I already killed Ikrix. She was over here, right? I'm blind. Or rather, my short-term memory is non-existent. Jesus. A little bit better than Cadence. To be fair, if you're playing Cadence at this point, you also have Voldrak's Crusher, right? So Cadence is also gonna smack stuff hard at this point. You do have to always hit 3 times though, which does slow down Cadence a bit. Just like mechanically. Time for Guardians. Let us grab some Guardians. If you have like 1-pointers and weapon pool skills, you might get lucky that you're proccing a weapon pool skill and like hit 1 and 2 as well. And then you need like not actual 3 points, like 3 hits, you need less than that. But it's only like gonna be like what, like 30% of the time-ish maybe if you have like 2 weapon pool skills, so... Yeah... Honestly, these aren't bad. Okay, let me go switch for lightning damage here. Be a bit lazy. I mean, obviously sell all weapons right away. Mage Storm. Wait, it has 9 lightning damage? How is it like a level 1 affix on this item, dude? What the fuck? How is it 9% lightning damage? How is it so bad?
See you around.
They should give all default attacks AoE baseline already. Eh. If they match that AoE, the actual visual swing of the weapon, I wouldn't mind. If they can manage that. I think Last Epoch does that actually. Decently. Otherwise though, nah. Also yeah, PoE2 does it too, yeah. Give it like a slight degree arc in front of your character, add like a couple more max targets maybe, yeah. It could be done if they really wanted to. I mean, let's be real. You could do that in a season. You look at like all the default attack replacers in the game, like Onslaught, RF, Savagery, Cadence. Cadence is like an odd one out. I think Cadence just can't. Like Cadence, whatever you do to Cadence always will ever only affect the 3rd hit. But for the other skills I think it would be doable. Just delete Cadence. Crate could, or we could in the leagues, add like additional targets and additional like arc to these skills scaling with level. Like at some point, I don't know, there's some breakpoints where you get like another plus target and so on, right? And then to compensate, you like maybe remove some of the plus targets from like some items. Just, you know, like put some more points, like more power into the base scaling of the skills rather than like on fucking monster and freak ones, which are way too fucking OP anyway, right? So yeah. I'm gonna suggest it to Crate / Sentai, whoever is reading the feedback. And if not, like if they don't want to do it, we could still try it out in like a league maybe. I mean, feel free to make a forum post. And I'll just chime in, say like, +1, this guy knows what he's saying. I agree. Big agree. The big agreeers agree. Also, I should use my guardians. What the fuck am I doing? Oh shit, this guy's Celestial. Smoker. Dude, the celestial affix on items, on enemies is new, and it's so confusing. You think like, holy shit, celestial is like really crazy, and it's just, huh? It's just some random ass trash map.
So how good work.
Doesn't really make any
So
sense.
how good work.
I need to open the gates to Pine Barrens first, right? Otherwise I'm losing my portal here. Massive agree enjoyer. Massive agreeer. It's more fun to not play the skill early, is that what you're saying? I don't know about that. Like, I'm not saying you're getting it for free, right? I'm just saying, like, once you put, like, the skills above certain thresholds, you get, like, plus targets or something like that, you know? So, like, you still have to invest. It's not like it's completely for free. And also, you could still have some of that power in items, right? You just like put some of the power that is only on items right now into the skill, or into like certain thresholds within the skill. And some of the power can also be like locked behind like obviously like over cap points, so you will still have to invest into items that give you at least skill points. Like you're not investing into like items that just give you a skill modifier, but you are investing into items that at least give you like the skill points, which usually means you have like a broader variety of items you can choose from to invest, like to use as investment. Because items that have skill modifiers usually will also have like plus skill points. But also some other items that have plus skill points that don't have skill modifiers would then also be useful, at least for that part. Yeah, ultimately, the builds using the items as they do right now should feel like about the same, and the other items that don't do that should feel better, which means it's gonna be like just better variety overall. And also while leveling, especially early leveling, it should feel a little bit better as well. Not like massively better, but it will feel a bit better. And considering the skills currently feel like utter trash, making them feel a little bit better shouldn't be bad, I think. It should be a win-win-win-win for everybody except for people that enjoy trash, I guess. We did not get a +1 Oathkeeper belt from the Gargoyles in the Act... Forgotten Gods Act, right? Unlucky. Crowd bonuses onto components. I mean, of course it would be cool, but good luck implementing that in Grim Dawn engine. You just bought the definitive edition of Grim Dawn. Welcome in to the Takens, Alpha Star. Welcome in, Taken. Hope you enjoy the game. It is awesome. It is very good. It is one of the best ARPGs there is. In my opinion, personally, it is the best single-player RPG experience out of all ARPGs even. For multiplayer and so on, it's really not that stable and not that great, but for single-player at least, it's, in my opinion, the best, like, by far. So yeah, hopefully you're gonna enjoy the game as well, man. Hopefully you will have some enjoyment playing this awful game. This awesome game. Awful, why did I say awful? What the fuck is wrong with me? My brain is fried, man. It's too hot. Fruited slip. I wonder if it would be worth it to like put Eddy Storm on my Guardians and then like put Tsunami on my Reckoning. Because these weapons... Hold on, these weapons actually have code to lightning conversion. So they're good for Tsunami, actually. Hold the phone, big brain time. Ah, shit. Do it. I should have picked Tsunami instead of Eildon. Hold the phone. I mean, I'm personally not the biggest PoE enjoyer, but I think objectively, PoE is really good. Just like on a subjective personal level, I don't think it's as good as it is objectively. But I cannot deny that it is really good objectively. It's just not that much fun for me for some fucking reason, I don't know why exactly. On a scale from 1 to 10, how painful is Oathkeeper? The first, like, couple levels are certainly very painful as an Oathkeeper. Once you either get a decent Reckoning setup going, or a decent Virus Might setup going, or honestly also like a decent Guardian setup going, which is surprisingly decent now with like new items. It's not that bad anymore. Especially like the Wire setup can be really good, which is something I need to check actually. Like I need to check out like new Wire setup, because I think like the new Wire setup is certainly worse for leveling than like the old one was. But I don't mind that, because I feel like Oathkeeper got more varied at least. Like in the past, Oathkeeper was pretty much utter trash for everything except for Virus Might. And once you have the Virus Might setup, it's like absolutely godlike, like the best leveling build in the game. But now it's the one Virus Might setup is like a bit worse, and everything else that you can do in Oathkeeper is a bit better. So it should be nice. It should be better variety. I mean, the Virus Might setup has now the problem that like the helmet from Sister Crimson, or whatever she's called. No, not Sister Crimson, but like this other sister that you can kill if you side with Vigil. It converts not only... like it converts to lightning right now, I think. So it would like kind of split your damage or something. PoE is too trade oriented for you. Same. See you around, Frosty. Thanks for stopping by. You can play PoE as SSF. I only played PoE as SSF ever. I've never traded anything in PoE ever. But you certainly feel at some points that the game is more balanced around trading. And it takes quite a while to get certain stuff in SSF. Which is fine if you want to invest the time. No second mastery yet, no. If you want to keep playing Lightning of Reckoning, then like Shaman is pretty good. The Evolutionist is pretty decent. Inquisitor is pretty decent. Arcanus can also work. Fucking Flamebrand. Yeah, I should like play Fire, our Reckoning, right? Lightning is just not as good as Fire. Flamebrand is actually one of the few like really good blue items. Because it does have resistance reduction on the proc as well. I should start looking for like chaos resistance. Unless I just want to use like a second imbued silver, I guess. Barbaric of Thunder. What about this one? Lose, pierce poison, and ally gain aether. The ally is probably whatever, but the poison and pierce... I mean, it is more damage as well though. And more HP. Hyped about the Reaver. Yeah, Reaver is gonna be pretty nice. Yeah, you can play... I mean, to be fair, yes, you can play Flamebrand, but yes, you can also just play the Rift Claw Slicers for Fire Our Reckoning. And I mean, Rift Claw Slicers are... I mean, you definitely play at least one Rift Claw Slicer, maybe even two. Flamebrand is a decent alternative, I think, like to a second Rift Claw Slicer, though. And it even shows me like more DPS than these, even for Lightning, which... makes almost no sense to me, but I guess this early in the game it might actually be true.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left. Put it to good use.
Why is my movement speed so low, man? Holy. Okay, hold on. Since I'm playing like these, the weapons that I'm playing, let me actually